Inside India's most delayed mega project, a century in the making in a structured way while maintaining a continuous flow. India is no stranger to large-scale infrastructure projects that push the limits of engineering, politics, and human effort. Some of these projects have transformed the nation, driving economic growth, improving livelihoods, and addressing critical problems such as water scarcity, energy demand, and transportation bottlenecks. However, among India's many ambitious undertakings, few have faced as many challenges as the Polavaram project, a massive irrigation and hydroelectric initiative that has been over a century in the making. Originally conceived in the early 20th century, this mega project has faced repeated delays due to political disputes, funding issues, environmental concerns, and logistical obstacles. Today, with renewed momentum, the project is finally nearing completion, promising to transform water management in the region. But the question remains, why has it taken so long, and will it truly deliver on its promises? The Polavaram project, located in the state of Andhra Pradesh, is designed to address a paradoxical problem: catastrophic floods in one part of the state and severe droughts in another. Andhra Pradesh is home to two major rivers, the Godavari and the Krishna, which bring both prosperity and devastation. During monsoon seasons, the Godavari River swells beyond its capacity, leading to massive flooding that destroys farmlands, displaces communities, and claims lives. Meanwhile, districts further inland struggle with persistent water shortages, affecting agriculture and drinking water supply. The goal of the Polavaram project is to create a massive reservoir that can regulate the flow of the Godavari River, store excess water, and redistribute it to drought-prone areas through a network of canals. The project has several key components, including a massive dam, a spillway, irrigation canals, and a hydroelectric power station. The dam itself is designed to stand 45 meters high and stretch 2.5 kilometers across the Godavari River. It will create a reservoir capable of holding 194,000 million cubic feet of water, which can be diverted to different parts of the state as needed. The spillway, one of the most crucial aspects of the project, is built to withstand floods that occur once in 1,000 years, with a discharge capacity of 5 million cubic feet per second, the largest of its kind in the world. Despite its enormous potential, the project has faced multiple roadblocks over the decades. One of the biggest challenges has been land acquisition and displacement. Constructing the Polavaram Dam requires submerging vast areas of land, including villages, farmlands, and forests. More than 200,000 people, many from tribal communities who have lived in the region for generations, have had to be relocated. Negotiating compensation, building new settlements, and ensuring that displaced families receive adequate support has been a long and complicated process, causing significant delays. Environmental concerns have also played a major role in delaying the project. Large-scale dam projects inevitably disrupt local ecosystems, affecting flora, fauna, and aquatic life. In the case of Polavaram, the impact extends beyond Andhra Pradesh to neighboring states such as Odisha and Chhattisgarh, where the project has raised fears of flooding and ecological damage. Legal battles and demands for environmental assessments have further slowed progress, requiring multiple redesigns and additional safety measures. Politics has been another significant hurdle. Since its inception, the project has been entangled in political disputes between state and central governments, as well as rival political parties. Every change in government has brought new policies, funding challenges, and bureaucratic delays. For example, while the project was first envisioned during British rule, it wasn't until 1980 that the foundation stone was laid. Even then, little actual progress was made until 2004, when it was granted national project status. However, political changes at both the state and national levels continue to affect the pace of construction. Funding has also been a persistent issue. Originally estimated to cost around $1.5 billion, the project's price tag has ballooned to over $3.5 billion, with some estimates even reaching $6 billion. Inflation, redesigns, delays, and changing regulations have all contributed to rising costs. Securing financing for such a large and complex project has required negotiations with multiple stakeholders, including government agencies, banks, and international investors. The frequent changes in contractors have further added to the financial strain, with some companies being replaced due to inefficiencies or legal disputes. Technical challenges have also played a role in delaying the project. Constructing a dam of this magnitude requires careful planning, especially in a region prone to heavy rainfall and floods. In 2019, a massive flood damaged key structures, including a diaphragm wall that was supposed to reinforce the dam's foundation. The damage was so severe that authorities decided to rebuild the wall from scratch rather than attempt repairs. To prevent further disruptions, additional cofferdams were built upstream and downstream to keep the construction site dry. One of the most ambitious aspects of the Polavaram project is the extensive canal system designed to distribute water efficiently. The project includes two major canals, one leading east to a reservoir 80 kilometers away and another heading west to connect with the Krishna River. This will allow water from the Godavari River to be transferred across the state, providing irrigation to over 720,000 acres of farmland. By linking two of India's longest rivers, the project aims to create a more balanced water distribution system, reducing both floods and droughts. However, concerns remain about whether the project will deliver the expected benefits. Some experts argue that large-scale dam projects often fail to live up to their promises, either due to mismanagement, corruption, or unforeseen environmental consequences. In the case of Polavaram, the potential for upstream flooding in neighboring states has yet to be fully addressed, with Odisha and Chhattisgarh demanding additional safety measures. There are also questions about whether the project will be completed on time, given its history of delays. Despite these challenges, the current administration has set a strict timeline for completion. The first phase of the dam is expected to be finished by October 2026, with the entire project set to be completed by 2027. The state government has made it clear that there should be no further deviations from this plan, insisting that the project is crucial for the future of Andhra Pradesh. If completed as planned, Polavaram could transform the state's agricultural landscape, boost hydroelectric power generation, and provide much-needed relief to drought-stricken regions. Ultimately, the Polavaram project is a testament to both the possibilities and pitfalls of large-scale infrastructure development. On one hand, it represents a bold attempt to address some of India's most pressing water management issues. On the other, it highlights the complexities of balancing development with environmental sustainability, political stability, and social responsibility. Whether it succeeds or not will depend on the efficiency of execution in the coming years. If completed successfully, it will stand as one of India's most significant engineering achievements. But if mismanaged, it could become yet another cautionary tale of ambitious projects gone awry. The lessons learned from Polavaram will be valuable not just for India, but for any nation attempting to undertake massive infrastructure projects in the face of political, environmental, and financial constraints. It is a story of resilience, setbacks, and determination. A century-long effort that, despite all odds, is finally on the verge of completion.